Hello, Hare Krishna. This is my Thakurji, my Gurudev. I have another altar, but I brought them into my room. My bed is here, but I brought them in here so that they could be closer to me because there's a lot going on in my living room right now. Okay, this is my Tilak bag. You don't need to have a Tilak bag, but you can. You can have just like anything to keep them. Some people have like a little plastic box or anything. I have this water dropper, like you can probably find this somewhere, maybe like any natural place. And I filled it with holy water. It's nice to use blessed holy water. And there's a mantra, so you can just make any water holy if you chant this mantra. So it's like magic. You make this mudra like that and you cover it, and you just place the tip of your finger touching the water, not your fingernail because it's considered not clean, and you say Gange cha Yamune Caiva, Godavari, Sarasvati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaaveri, Jale-smin, Sannidhim, Kuru. So you're invoking all the holy rivers into the water. It's really beautiful. So I can send the mantra for you, and yeah, I just keep some of that water in here, or if you have like sacred water from India, you could put a few drops and it purifies all the water. And then the other thing I have in here is a mirror. It's good to have one little mirror, and otherwise you can use the mirror in your room. That's like fine too. And then basically a ball of tilak. You can also keep like a piece of paper with the mantras. So traditionally you put tilak on 12 places of your body: your head, upper arm, and then lower forearm, or yeah, up, then shoulder here, your neck. But some people just put a heart here. It's like something we do from our Gurudev. It's really sweet. And then one tilak here on the belly, just above the belly button, and then to the left of the abdomen and the right of the abdomen, and then the upper back, just like right there, and then just on the lower back, like yeah, almost all the way down your back. And you say a mantra for each place. And then here is the main one that everyone will see, and this is like your third eye. And this we chant a mantra. So we say Om Keśavāya Namaha. And so just, they're all names for Krishna, every name we say when we put on the tilak. And this one, I've heard Shamarani explain that it means we're meditating on Krishna, who's named Keśava, Keśava means he who has fine hair. And she also said it means he who decorates and braids the fine hair of Srimati Radhika. That's like the more sweet, secret, beautiful meaning. So yeah, you take this water. It's nice to like purify your hands. If you have extra of this water, you can keep it in a cup and purify your mouth, everything before you do any kind of spiritual practice. So I just put like, I think 3 or 4 or 5 drops is enough for just the forehead. If you're gonna do your whole body tilak, you would put more water. And then I just found out that there's actually a mantra. So you take your stick, you can cut it in half. I haven't done that yet because I know you have to like saw it in half, and then I mean like there's all this extra powder, so you'll have to use that right away. Some people even you could put tilak on acne and it will help, but that's like, maybe if you have extra after you do your tilak, you can just, and you're not going out anywhere, I don't know. Just a hidden tip, because it's like clay, but it's the foot dust of the gopis, so it's really sacred, and they're putting their foot dust on our head for their mercy. There's other meanings I can explain after. So yeah, you can cut this in half, but there's not really a need, like you can just keep it like this too if you want. So I heard there's a mantra for mixing, but you can also just say Hare Krishna. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Maha Mantra is the most powerful mantra of them all. Anyway, so you don't want it too thick because then it's going to dry up and you're going to need to add water, so you won't be able to spread it. I just like just enough that you know it'll like appear. It's not like just water. And maybe thicker, you'll get to figure it out. And sometimes I'll have to add extra drops and make more if you use it all up. And then you get your mirror and just dab it on. You figured that out already. And then you can rest your palm on your forehead for some stability. And I'm just gonna use my camera, and I like to start right down at the bridge. It's kind of like, some people can start way up high, but it's nice to have really long, a long part here. So I'll explain the meaning of it, so you can do that while I'm doing it. I also say Om Keśavāya Namaha. I've heard, actually, I think you say the mantra when you're cleaning out the middle. We can say it a bunch of times. I heard our Gurudev would chant mantras of Radharani while he's applying it. So yeah, just meditating. Another thing to understand about Tilak is our body is a temple. God is in our heart. It's not good to have crooked Tilak, so I don't know if this is crooked. It's hard to see. Yeah, our body is a temple. And use my mirror now. Our body is a temple, and so we're marking it as a temple. We're decorating it. There's also this understanding. Here we're marking it as, like, we're marking ourselves as devotees of Lord Vishnu. So different Vaishnavas, who are devotees of Vishnu in India, have different styles of Tilak, but generally it's the same idea. When I was younger, I heard a really beautiful description that has made sense to me ever since, and it's how what it means. So once I get the picture, then you'll be able to understand. But here we go. Just put this. This is a tulsi leaf. So tulsi is a sacred plant, and she has leaves. Okay, this won't be the most perfect Tilak. So you can use like another finger to clean it up. I mean, that's what I do. I don't know if generally, oh, you're only supposed to use this finger. This finger is very significant in a lot of spiritual practices. Actually, I've heard this is your heart finger. Of course, the fingers have different elements, but this one is related to your heart and devotion. So my guru even said we can chant with this finger. Some people chant with the middle finger. You can also chant with this finger, and this is the heart finger, so I think that's really beautiful. So you make this is a tulsi leaf. This is tulsi that we wear as well to protect ourselves. Very important to wear tulsi around your neck. At the time of death, the messengers of death will not touch you if you have this, and you'll be taken by the messengers of like heaven to the higher abodes. Hopefully spiritual realms related to Krishna as well, so we can continue our journey. And yeah, Tilak is another very protective, sacred marking. It's kind of like the uniform, marking yourself as the devotee of God. And I find when you wear this, it's so powerful because you go out into the world and you know that that's who you are. It's like the most beautiful makeup for sure. Okay, so yeah, this being the tulsi leaf down here also represents Vrindavan, or Krishna's abode. So I'm actually just adding some water because it's kind of drying up, and I think I have most of it on my head, so now I can just clean it. And so you just press harder in the middle, and if you're a real perfectionist, you can do different things after this point. So some people, I think even our Gurudev, would take a clean cloth. A friend told me one time you can get like a clean baby wipe, like from those pull-out reusable ones, and you can reuse that a whole bunch of times because it's really durable. And you can just kind of wrap it around your finger, almost like you could do that with a t-shirt, and you could dip it in water, and then you could even do this with a scarf, or if you have a corner of a cloth, but just a really thin cloth because you want to make it perfect. And yeah, you just use water. I have a pimple bindi right there. And you clean it up. And you can, if it's messy on the side, I just use my other finger, or you can keep using this finger to be more pure. Yeah, looks pretty good. So this is Vrindavan, I heard, and Vrindavan is the force of Vrinda, who is Tulsi Devi, and these two lines are Radha and Krishna. So they're Radha and Krishna meeting in Vrindavan, and that's our goal in our lineage, is to serve in the meeting of God and his beloved, because she brings God the greatest pleasure, and under her guidance we can learn how to serve God, and under her devotees' guidance. So yeah, that is Tilak, and I feel so good that I just put it on. And there's another thing here. If you don't want to walk around in the world like this and be explaining yourself all day, or you just don't feel confident, or like it's part of your practice yet, you can also you can make it thinner. First of all, you can just make it really watery and put it on, and then you can hardly see it, but you'll know it's there. It'll be kind of harder to put it on, but you can still do that. Or I've heard you can even just use the holy water you've made and just put it on with water. Just know it's there, and it'll be protecting you and blessing you, reminding you of your spiritual position in the world. And you can also use air. I think it's written in scripture somewhere that you can do this. So yeah, those are 3 different options, and it's a really nice practice, and it's good to do first thing in the morning. Some people do it at night, so you can sleep with it on and be blessed in your sleep. So there we go, Tilak. And it's Tilak, not Tilaka. I think maybe in different parts of India they refer to it in different ways. Like, I've heard different things, but we say Tilak or Tilak. Anyway, it's kind of all the same. Hare Krishna.